We're swarming. It's amazing. I don't care what you say about it. It is a magical thing to have a big cloud of bees flying around you. Just the noise. Well, hey everybody. I was going to come back to Nutcracker and do a video on Find a Queen, but we are swarming. I don't know if you see them all in the air. So we're going to sit tight and watch what happens here. My guess is that swarm cell emerged and she decided to flee the coop. So I do have a swarm trap. I'm hoping that's where they go, but I'm just going to kind of watch and see what happens. So this was not a planned video. We'll see what happens. So this could be a practice swarm. I'm not really sure, but all the bees are leaving. And more likely the queen, who's either mated or virgin, has left. But see how they're just filing out more than going in? So what I need to do is just kind of watch the trees and other low-lying areas and see if I can figure out where they're going. I was going to do a harbor school on this today just to see how, because I did save the original Nutcracker Queen. We are definitely full-bed swarming. I'm going to let this play out. Stay tuned. I took my mic off just to show you, I don't know if you can hear them, but you know, there's tons of bees. This is exactly what a swarm looks like. Okay, they are just kind of a big cloud, and they're kind of heading this direction. So, you know, they do like arborvitaes. They look for low-hanging branches. As soon as that queen leaves, she'll rest at a spot while the scouts are out looking. And where I'm hoping they're heading is over to my swarm trap, which is just right there. That would be ideal, but they could congregate and I'll have to put them in a box quick. So stay tuned. They have moved to the other side of the arborvitaes. They're moving away from Nutcracker. This is a little bit further south, but just the sheer volume to see what it looks like. It's a giant cloud of bees. I will note that I am not wearing a veil. I'm not afraid of being stung at this point, because at this point they're just swarming and trying to find a place where the queen went to. I'm guessing the queen may land. I'm hoping she lands on one of these trees right here, and they don't keep moving into the cornfield, because that'll be lost. So here we go. All right, I think she's resting here. I don't know if you can see, there's a little cluster starting to show up right there on this arborvitae tree. It's about 12 feet in the air. That's where they're all heading. So I'm gonna kind of wait this out a little bit, make sure they stay there, and then I gotta prepare to catch them. Obviously, I'm gonna try to find a queen in this. I need to mix up some stuff. Yep, they're definitely congregating right there. So I need a ladder and a box and a little luck. Boy, I got extremely lucky. I climbed up in there. I sent Lee on a mission to find me a box, because the idea was I was gonna shake that giant cluster of bees up there and put them in this box. And as I was waiting for her, just standing on the ladder, Lee, you wanna show her where we're at? I'll take you up there, but I was just watching for a queen, and by God, she walked right out in front of me, and I was able to catch her. So I don't know if you can see that. Leah, can you zoom in on that? Does it show up? See her there? She can't get out. So she's in this queen clip. Now, the trick to catching a swarm is the queen. That they're following her. So my next step is to put her in this box. Then I'm gonna shake the rest of these bees in this box and then dump them on the ground. And once they catch up her scent, they're gonna travel right in. So that's what we're gonna do next. Here's where the cluster of bees are at. Okay. So my next mission is to drop those bees into a box so I can get those girls down safely to where I've got the queen in the queen clip. And once I do that, all the bees from up there will fly right into the box. I don't have to do anything else. So that's what we're gonna do next. I'm gonna put my veil on for this next step. All right, I got my box. What I'm gonna do is go up there put a bunch of bees in the box and dump the box on the ground, because that's where their queen is. And here we go. Here's my bees. All we're gonna do is shake those down there. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna sense their queen is inside, and they'll start going in there. And then once they start fanning, the rest of the bees should follow. The queen can't go anywhere. So at this point, this swarm is captured. As you can see, the bees on the outside are, some are going in and some of them are staying out. Let me zoom in a little bit. They're standing in front of the entrance fanning. So what they're trying to do is spread that queen's pheromone and tell the other bees that are still remaining up there, and there's quite a few, to come on down. And you can see they're starting to re-swarm out now that they've done that. So I think at this point, I'm just gonna let this sit and see what happens. This is obviously the easiest way to do it. Let the bees kind of go in by themselves.
20 minutes later.
All right, we're back here at the swarm, just checking on things. It's probably been about 20 minutes. Bees are definitely going back to air flight. There's a whole bunch of them down here fanning, letting them know that these girls up here, that queen's down here. And as you can see, that cluster is getting smaller and smaller. So they're going to where they should be. Back in flight. And I'm putting them back in this box.
2 hours later.
We're back. Now I went and checked. This is 2 hours after I went to go make the initial swarm. So in 2 hours time, they left, congregated on a tree, which is now gone. I caught the queen, put her in this box, and they've all but just a few stragglers still flying around have gone in the box. Now you ask me, what's next, Josh? Well, we're gonna leave these girls here for the day. Tonight, when it gets dark, I can move her, because all the bees will then have been be in the box. So tonight, when it gets dark, I will put the a gate on the front of it to capture them, and then I'll move them to their new location. So anyway, we've caught another swarm. This is Nutcracker, and I hope you enjoyed this video.